What is going on? I'm Zedmont. We are late on season 50, and let me tell you, that's a good thing. If you just woke up, if you're starting late, if you're checking in before you get going right about now, let me just say that you are in a good place. There are a lot of comments that are not happy. What happened to start this season is, for some reason, people missed out on chests potentially. A whole bunch of people were reset to tick 1, and many of those people have spent many dollars on the game. So, not awesome. The big mistake, the big screw up, whatever the heck you want to call it. There are some other names there in the comments. Nuno, on his vacation, to his credit, 100% credit to Nuno, came in and said there was an error and that there's nothing they can do about it. Now, to be clear, this is a Boom Beach issue, not a Nuno issue. Please be nice to Nuno. Sure, use harsh language, be mad, be upset, but just be civil, okay? Because Nuno is the community's liaison or something, for lack of a better term. Anyways, jumping into the season, you can always tell if you're playing against a warrior player or a tank player. There are two very different paths this season. Don't get rocket launchers. They are a complete and utter waste of keys for the moment. They're not going to stop tanks. They're not going to stop warriors. I, as you can see, have maxed my gunboat. That is because I'm going to get shocks eventually, also because I maxed my critters. There's a lot of different ways to play this season. I'm going to show you warriors. There's also people who are going back through medics to get flares. They're using tanks. They've also got Everspark. They've also got building health. So two very different ways to play this season. One thing to be aware is that all of the bases are designed in a way where you kind of like clear this stuff and then your troops all wrap around to here. And it's an easy way to lose all of your troops if you're not planning. But sometimes what I didn't realize was I started doing this slow delayed drop, where I would drop like 3 boats to clear this stuff, and then those would go around, and then I drop the rest of them over here, which would go into this neighborhood. But you don't have to do that anymore once you get smoke. I'll show you here. I think it's this one. Where's my 3 minutes, whatever the heck it was? I got a 3:05 here somewhere, I swear. Or maybe I'm a little bit delirious. Nonetheless, let's have a look. 2:54, maybe this is the one. Come on, be the one. Yeah, there we go. So as soon as you get smoke, suddenly things change. We send those 2 out right there. Their entire purpose is to clear this, making this the closest. And then, as you can see here, we smoke our troops past all of that stuff. Probably should show you that again because that was poorly timed, not showing you on the screen as things were happening. So these 2 boats are clearing, making this engine room the closest, and then we drop those warriors and then slowly but surely smoke them all the way in. Poor smoking job on my part, using critters to distract things and warriors going ham. Now, flares would be very nice, but we're still down in rank 12. You should be able to get into 14 or 15 or even gold using warriors. You should also be able to get into 14, 15 or even gold using tanks. So it really depends on what the heck you want to do. And just like this person did, don't max your mortars, don't max your machine guns, don't max your cannons, save those tokens. What you want to do here is max your boom cannons. Maxing your boom cannons has huge advantages. They're going to take out tanks, they're going to take out warriors, they're going to take out all of the things, and you're going to get all sorts of value out of your boom cannons. So it's all about saving those tokens, especially this season where we've got all sorts of extra keys. You really need to value your upgrade tokens. Upgrade tokens are super valuable this season. So unless you're like Mackett and think that you have all of your keys and tokens and then wasted them because you didn't have your chests. That's who I feel worst for this season, is players like Mackett, who started to unlock and upgrade things and then realized, oh crap, I've been reset to 1. But a lot of players out there who have started at rank 1 and made it up to gold, so don't give up just because you got reset. There's actually some benefits to that, because what happens is your win rate is going to be way higher, and so you've got a better chance of being in the top 500 if you keep playing, but it sucks. This right here, this hack is the best. That hack, when you can get boom cannons taking out engine rooms, is awesome, which is part of the reason why that boom cannon's a little bit dangerous living on the edge there. But shock mines, this is my first battle where I've had shock mines, so little bit of fun here watching people try to dance around shock mines. Not doing that great of a job. We picked up the win. Warriors are full clearing in 3 minutes or so. I am not doing super great with warriors yet. Warriors are very, very much... if you're a typical warrior player, you don't have to worry about the smoke or the flares or the locations. We're going to do this exact same hit that I just showed you, where we're going to get these warriors in on the first couple machine guns. And by the way, after your boom cannons, that's what you want to upgrade next, is your machine guns. Because as you can see here, they are ravaging. Is that the right word? Ravaging our warriors. But we're still getting those 2 boats in, and as soon as we get onto that next machine gun, we should be in good shape. Next up, we're gonna get all the rest of these dudes out. Not sure where they're gonna run to, which is gonna be a bit of a problem, so I'm gonna leave my smokes very, very, very late. And you can see, like, those rocket launchers are just a complete joke at the moment. Are you guys stopping there? Yeah, of course you're stopping there. So not what I was hoping to do. My warriors didn't go as far as I had hoped, although some of them did. Splinter Cell, hoping they can somehow stay alive in there. Do we got like 1 warrior staying alive under there? Yeah, but they're doing nothing of value. So probably my worst attack. I think it's also my boss battle, which is not super duper exciting. So we are going to fizzle here and fizzle hard. I know some people out there are fizzling a lot. There is hope on the horizon though. If you've got tanks, go get into Everspark. She'll help you full clear. If you're using warriors like me, hopefully better than I have, just know that shock bomb is just around the corner, and you can full clear without it. You can also full clear without flares. I am thinking that going and getting my friends the what are those things called, the shock bomb, is going to be more valuable than going and getting come on brain, holy crow, more valuable to get shock bomb than it is to get flares. That could be a giant mistake, but I just don't want to go backwards into those ridiculous medics. Like, it just seems like a silly idea to go backwards into medics. You'll also notice that I've got max level critters, which not a lot of people have decided to go that route. And now is when the magic starts to happen. You guys had better go to where I expect you to, or I'm going to be very upset. The fact that some of them turned left there leaves a little bit to be desired. Also, the fact that we're on tick 1 smoke, not helping at all. That shock mine is absolutely wrecking us, and it appears that our troops reset as soon as they hit that shock mine, which partially helped and partially hindered us. I have not faced a lot of shock mine players. Not sure if you can use shock mines to your advantage to get your warriors to sit still or not, but we are just cruising through this base. Warriors just chewing their way through it, overhealing the machine guns, and we just need to get 1 extra building down. Then we're going to get some critters out, and that should be enough to help us finish this base off. And the beautiful thing about machine guns, of course, is that they do have that blind spot. So we're getting all sorts of value out of those critters, and our warriors are just clinging to life as those critters are also helping us out. Ugly. I don't have a lot to tell you about this season. It's going to be very interesting to see how the players that have been reset compare against those that haven't been reset. I don't know. Supercell just every time, it's the 50th season. Like, this is not, I can understand when there's bugs in like season 3, but this is season 50. Season 50 still having these bugs is just atrocious. Come on, we got to be better than that. This looks like a super simple free clear. Using our critters for good as opposed to evil, and then getting all of our troops out here. Shouldn't have to worry about those boom mines on that left-hand side at all. I think the majority of our troops are going to avoid them. Might as well throw one critter just to be certain. And then we're just going to free clear all the way through this, trying to keep some critters out front, because cannons, of course, are going to single shot all of our dudes, and then using those machine guns and their blind spots to our benefit, so that mortar is going to shoot hopefully at the critters. Sometimes they shoot over top of things. I really, really like using warriors. I am going to be using tanks on another account, so do stick around if you like to see me fail with tanks and me throw my phone when using tanks. I know a lot of players out there are using tanks very, very, very successfully, and the majority of them are using Everspark. I said in my sneak peek that Everspark was going to be a complete and utter waste of time because she was off the main path, so I love to eat my words on that. Everspark being used this season makes me incredibly, incredibly happy. See that as the tanks, oh, they actually have flares and Everspark and tanks. Do they have medics in there too? No medics, so don't throw medics in the mix. You've got troop health, leave the medics at home. Top coming in with tanks and flares, and I think we were still faster. Yep, faster by 10 seconds using our good friends, the warriors, and we've got 2 chests there, a rank chest and that other chest. And we're gonna jump into shock bombs. I don't think we need to upgrade them very far. I'm gonna save some tokens on that. We're gonna go back and upgrade our machine guns. And the reason why we don't need tokens on shock bombs is because warriors are just running rampant and they clear bases so quickly that tick 1 shock bomb should be good enough, you would think or hope. Again, we're just gonna go something like this. I am going to use all sorts of critters on this. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to throw all of my dudes over on this right-hand side. All of my dudes. Who says that? Oh, I think that's like, I don't know. I'm missing a reference here, but I think we should be able to get all of our warriors to wrap around that entire base, and using 1 shock bomb and only 1 shock bomb, and then this mortar is just sitting there ripe for the taking. And here goes nothing. We're gonna get that 1 smoke, a little bit of a gap smoke. And then on this one, I am gonna go 1 more smoke there, critters back there, and then a shock there. Don't want to get that final smoke because it's only gonna slow us down. How they picked that cannon as being the closest defense from back there, I really don't know, but look at just how fast our warriors are clearing all of the things, and this is where I am so happy I chose to use warriors on this account. I love just like the fast fun of warriors, so I'm liking this a lot. With troop health, your warriors have a lot of guts. And this person coming in with flares, tanks, I could see tanks being a fun gameplay, but for me, the Warships is all about the fast fun. That's why I like Seekers and Warriors and all the rest. So I just know that once people start to get flamethrowers, like there are people going back, getting that building health, getting that flamethrower, it's going to be crazy once people start getting into those items, but we should be able to get far enough ahead. Not sure if I'm going to go into that next engine room next. Should be able to get this next rank chest and this next times chest. We'll do one more hit just because I'm finally doing half decent. So do please let me know in the comments how your season is going, what you're thinking about it. This person's very concerned about the wrap, as you can see by all of their mines being there. We're just going to go for it though. We're going all the way, trying to get that full wrap around, going for the full reach around, as Andro once said. Let's get all of our dudes in and amongst all of these flamethrowers. Would love it. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Really was hoping that critter was going to clear. Oh no, they stopped. At least some of them stopped. This is not looking good, my friends. Most of them stopped. So we're just going to abandon the smoke around and just watch our troops clear all of this stuff. Look at that value shock though. Just shocking. 2 mortars, a rocket launcher, 2 machine guns, and 2 cannons. So good. Actually got the mortar as well. So shocks, so good. Really was surprised that our troops didn't run around that corner, but even the fact that they didn't, we should still be pretty darn quick. I don't know how to tell you. I definitely need to put some more time into this game to figure out when troops are going to run around the corner and when they're not going to run around the corner. But so far, so good. Uh-oh, are we going to fizzle? Those cannons shoot pretty darn quickly, but I think we're going to get enough critters out here that we're not going to fizzle, but we're definitely going to lose. We still might fizzle, and this is where the lack of flares is so frustrating. I would love to flare onto that cannon right now. It's going to eat us up, and we are going to fizzle in 3, 2, now. We're going to fizzle. So warriors definitely are fragile, and bases are going to be able to stop them. But the beautiful thing about there being 2 relevant troops, both tanks and warriors, means that people, if they build their base to stop warriors, they're going to be vulnerable against tanks. I don't think there's a base out there quite yet that can stop everything, but maybe it's coming. Who knows? Let's get... What do we want to do here? I'm going to drop my warriors up there. And you might be thinking, but you're dropping them on a boom mine. I am intentionally dropping them on a boom mine. That way I lose 1 warrior on a boom mine. There's nothing worse than losing 50 warriors on 1 boom mine. It does happen. It's incredibly frustrating. But you just, by saying, hey, we're going to lose at least 1 on this, we should be at least able, come on, you dum-dums, get going, my critter friends. And then we should be able to smoke around this corner. I assume they're going to go around this corner, but as you've seen, I have been wrong in the past. 1 warrior hitting a shock mine, not the end of the world. And now we just need to get this shock right here out as our warriors slowly but surely start to come unshocked. Our shocks versus their shocks. Our shocks should win every single time. Warriors running wild. We're going to end this video with a 2-minute 58-second. Should be a win. Hopefully this season's going well for you. I know I was completely and utterly absent last week. I went on vacation and unplugged, like full unplugged, probably for the first time in like 15 years. It was fantastic. Camping and whatnot. If you watched my sneak peek, you already knew that though. We're going to leave this right there. We're going to pick up the win against Pepos. That's going to get me into that next chest. We're going to get into rank 14, 15. Really is possible to hit gold on day 1. Do that mini push. But just know that if you decide to hang it up this season because you're pissed off at the season or the bugs or whatever it might be, just know that next season is planned to be a full reset. Who knows if it actually works or not, but it's planned to be in full reset. So for those of you who threw comments on YouTube or Discord or Telegram, thank you for letting me grab those. Otherwise, throw code ZMOT in your boost. It is greatly appreciated. Also, do all those annoying YouTube things like liking and sharing and subscribing and click that bell. I'm ZMOT. Thanks for coming in. Peace.